What's good, everybody? All Ball Podcast here. I'm Josh and this is Connor. Today we're going to be discussing all NBA topics since we have a lot to talk
including
about.
the All NBA.
Yeah, so we'll start off with let's start off with LaMelo.
I'd say.
LaMelo got crowned Rookie of the Year. Do I think he deserved it? No.
I don't think he deserved it either. I think Anthony Edwards deserved. We've said that, haven't we?
Yeah, we said it. We both agreed.
So Anthony Edwards probably should have got it. The thing is, like, it's not. I think we also said it last time. It's not that like LaMelo Ball didn't deserve it.
It's just that
I believe that Anthony Edwards deserved it more.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not like Anthony Edwards got robbed because LaMelo was doing his thing. He was doing his thing for a longer period of time. But I just think that Anthony Edwards had a higher peak, right? Like, fucking look at the last 3 games of the season. He was averaging fucking 27.
Yeah, I think if he would have turned it up a little earlier.
Yeah. It took him a little bit to get
going in the NBA.
Going, yeah.
But
just in terms of stats,
not everything is stats, but
yeah.
But Anthony Edwards averaged 19, 4,
19, 5,
5, and 3, and LaMelo averaged a solid 16, 6, and 6.
Yeah, so they're very, very similar production-wise. I don't know. I just feel like if Anthony Edwards did bring it up earlier, he would have had a 20-piece in his rookie season.
Oh my God, LaMelo's a Virgo.
Fucking idiot. How do you know?
Because it's like 6 days before my birthday.
But you might be like the first day of Virgo.
Then maybe I am. I don't know. Anyways, no one fucking cares.
Because I think...
No, just stop.
Okay.
Just stop. No one cares.
Bro, you know what's crazy? He's younger. Bro, he was born in 2001.
Yeah.
No way LaMelo Ball was born in 2001.
Yeah.
I remember LaMelo Ball. I remember being in the 7th grade bus to a basketball game. And we looked at our phones, and it was like, LaMelo Ball just dropped 92 points. And we were like, what the fuck? LaMelo Ball just dropped 92 points, and we're on our way to, like, go lose to Ranchero or something.
We're going, like, Pinning Hills to go lift their ass.
It was something. And now we're watching him win Rookie of the Year in the NBA. That's
and we're going to fucking graduate next year. That's
so crazy. LaMelo LaFrance? That's his middle name? LaFrance?
LaFrance Ball.
I'm going to look up the other boys' middle names.
Ant-Man. But, anyways, congrats to LaMelo. Anthony Edwards, you had a great season. I think if you had turned it up a little earlier, then you would have probably got crowned it. But I think for publicity, LaMelo, I kind of knew LaMelo was going to get it, you know?
Yeah.
Because he gets so much attention anytime he does anything. Why does everyone else have
Lonzo's middle name is Anderson. LiAngelo's middle name is Robert. And then LaMelo's middle name is LaFrance. LaMelo LaFrance Ball.
Kind of flows, though.
LaFraud. That's literally LeBron. So, what? Oh, I looked at the... LaMelo Ball, full name, Lonzo Ball. No, but... Like, if LeBron went to the Eiffel Tower, people would put in the replies, like, LaFrance James.
LaFrance.
Look at all his nicknames. King James, LBJ, Chosen One, Bron.
The Little Emperor?
I've never heard that. The Akron Hammer? I've never heard that. L Train? I've never heard that.
L Train?
They have him playing small forward, power forward, point guard, and shooting guard. He's never played shooting... Or he's not a shooting guard.
Fuck no.
He's hardly a power forward anymore.
So, yeah, let's move on to All-NBA.
Let's move on to All-NBA.
So, All-NBA teams were announced.
Oh, this one has the votes. Nice.
You can name them off.
So,
first team.
Should we start off with first team or third team? Third team. First team. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
So, the way that they had it, they had 2 forwards and a center, and then 2 guards. Yeah. Yeah, so they had 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center. Just because I know, for All-Star games, it's like 3 forwards and like centers count as forwards, but this one is centers. So the person with the most votes total was Giannis Antetokounmpo, and he literally had 100 first team points. He got all 100 people that voted put him first place. So he solidified his forward. Jokic, somehow the MVP, got a second place vote. Whoever that guy voting is like a little weird.
He's an idiot?
Yeah, like if he won the MVP, you give him the first place vote.
Jimmy Butler got 7 first team votes.
Yeah, okay. But I'm not gonna name much of the voting. I just wanted to point out that Giannis had 100 first place votes, but Jokic got a second place vote. That was just a little stupid to me. But then so the point guard and shooting guard was Curry and Doncic. Small forward, power forward was Kawhi and Giannis, and Jokic was center.
I agree with first team.
I think first team is fully accurate.
I like it.
Curry, 100% had to be it. Doncic, it was between him and maybe Dame, but I think Doncic did pretty good. Mm-hmm. Giannis obviously is the best forward in the league. Jokic is the MVP. Kawhi. I mean, yeah, no one's really messing with Kawhi.
I think if LeBron played more games, then it probably would have went to LeBron over Kawhi. But since LeBron only played
45 games,
since he only played 6 games,
yeah. But what you just said, actually, we'll come back to that later. Second team, I'm gonna do the 2 guards were Damian Lillard and CP3. I love the fact that CP3 made all NBA second team. The 2 forwards were Julius Randle and LeBron James.
No.
Julius Randle seems high, but at the same time, during the regular season, he was.
It's just because we forgot what he was doing.
Just because he shitted up in the playoffs, but he was doing good in the regular season. And then Joel Embiid got second center. I 100% agree with that.
Yep.
Third place, the 2 guards were Bradley Beal and Kyrie. I agree with that. I don't think he agrees with it. No, you agree with it too, I think. I'll let you give your own opinion in a second. Jimmy Butler, Paul George got the forwards. No. Rudy Gobert got the center. Rudy Gobert did deserve third best center. I'll let you go. But before you get into what you get into, because yours is going to be a real topic, did you say that Devin Booker deserved it over Bradley Beal or no? Okay, Brandon Brawadis was the one that said that. So first of all, Brawadis, you're kind of silly saying that D-Book got snubbed because he's not better than Kyrie and he's not better than Bradley Beal, unfortunately. I would give it to him over Jimmy Butler, but that's just not the position he plays, so he can't slip in. But speaking of snubs, you have a very prominent snub. And he's actually he has the most points out of anybody that didn't make it.
Yeah, so he actually ended up with more points than Kyrie.
But it's not his position.
No, it is.
He's not a guard.
They put him as a guard and forward, so I don't know how he didn't make it. It doesn't make sense.
So if they put him as a guard, then he would have made it.
But I promise you, they put him as a guard and a forward, and they didn't put him on. Unless I heard false information.
Okay, this might be a total point then, and then maybe it was the people who voted him as a
because
forward.
Look at how many third team he got, and look at how many third team Kyrie got. So it might go based off of that, which is kind of AIDS.
I don't think that's how it works. What I'm thinking is if you said he was under a guard and a forward, he didn't get enough votes to make it as a forward, but he got a bunch of votes to make it as a guard, or the other way around. Which I think that's kind of stupid.
Oh wait, actually, this what up?
KD got a first place vote.
Oh yeah. Well, this website only has him down as a forward, so never mind. But I seen something on Twitter because right there's guards right below. But on Twitter I seen that they put him as a guard and a forward.
I thought he was under forward. I think it's funny that KD got a first place vote, even though he played
7 games.
He was injured a lot of the time. But honestly, he is better than Kawhi Leonard. It's just you can't give him a first place vote. No. You can't do it. Jason Tatum got 2 first team votes, which is kind of crazy. It's crazy that there were 2 people that thought he was the best forward in the league or top 2 forwards in the league, and he didn't make any All-NBAs at all. Which I think he was the biggest snub, Jason Tatum. He definitely is the best player that didn't make it. He should have made it over Jimmy Butler. Should have made it over Paul George.
I told you should have made it over LeBron.
So that is what I wanted to talk about right now. That's
I think you should have
not
made it over
accurate.
LeBron.
That's just not true. Jason Tatum is not a better player than LeBron James. Taco J is not better than the Akron Hammer.
The little emperor.
He's not. I'm so sorry he's not.
So
I don't even feel like explaining it that much like that. I feel like that'd be fucking
I'm sorry,
stupid.
but if you play 45 games in a season, you don't deserve All-NBA. I'm sorry. You just don't. It's LeBron James, so of course, LeBron does what he wants in this league. Surprised he didn't make first team, actually.
No, I don't think he deserves first team.
He went to the club right before a playoff game, gets to play the next day. That's just LeBron things, you know. You play
But
45
you can't
games.
say it with no context.
You
You
play.
can't say it
you
with
play
no
45
context.
games.
Give context.
You drop 25, 8-8. Yeah, that's fantastic. In only 45 games. Jason Tatum dropped 26, 7-4 in 64 games.
On-worst efficiency.
Yeah. So, better from 3. Better from the free throw line.
Way better from the free throw line. He's just not better.
He's just a better player than LeBron James. I don't understand how he didn't make at least 13. Literally,
No. That is for sure robbery. That he didn't make third team.
But I'm saying he deserves it over LeBron too. He deserves it over someone on second team.
He's not better than LeBron James.
This season he was.
No. He still wasn't.
In his 7 games he played, he was better.
He still wasn't.
But, I mean, it is what it is. You know, LeBron does what he wants in this league. Here's what it is.
LeBron is better than Jason Tatum.
The first round exit.
No degree James is I really don't feel like arguing that. Like normally I would get into a really heated argument about that. It's just not much to argue. LeBron is better than Jason Tatum. And he's fucking at bat in some Jordans.
Yeah. And you know Clayton Kershaw pitches in Skechers?
Oh, because it's Mookie Mets.
It's his jersey night. If he homers on his jersey night to tie it.
What's his jersey night?
Oh, he got under it. We lost.
What's his jersey night?
The giveaway?
They give away free jerseys to everybody?
Yeah.
Everybody?
Yeah, it's
What
a
the
promotion
hell?
night. It's like a bobblehead night.
Why the fuck why would you go
to
to a bobblehead night then if you could go to a jersey night? Or is it like a ghetto-ass jersey?
It's kind of ghetto.
Okay, then.
It's not like a crazy, like, authentic-ass jersey.
Yeah, it's probably like 100% cotton jersey. Probably wash it and the buttons fall off.
Dodgers suck. Anyways, let's move on to some playoff series because we'll end off with the Sixers because that'll lead to our next topic.
I just want to see who got snubbed for the guards. Why is there an asterisk by Ben Simmons' name?
Because it's fucking Ben Fraud Simmons.
Why? But why is there a star? He doesn't deserve a star. Yeah, I don't see anybody else that got snubbed. Because Bam isn't a better center than the 3 centers.
Who the fuck voted first place for Russell Westbrook?
Someone in Oklahoma. James Harden got a bunch of votes, but he would have been a snub if he played more games, but he just didn't play enough games. Because he's better than CP3, Bradley Beal, Kyrie. He's close with Dame.
Yeah, so let's move on to the series. First one, Nets and Bucks. This series was looking very lopsided up until Game 3. We knew in Game 1 that Harden was going to be out for a little bit with his hamstring injury. They blew him out both those games, and then in Game 3, did we talk about Game 3?
No, Game 3 is the one right because we recorded Wednesday.
We recorded on Wednesday. Okay, so Game 3, nice. Head coach Steve Nash. He's trending right now.
Probably because he's white. Oh, let's talk about that too.
Oh God. So Game 3 was a very defensive heavy game from 2 offensive loaded teams. Only scoring 189 points.
169.
169, even worse. 169 points in total.
It was a shitty night shooting from KD. It was a shitty night shooting from Milwaukee's whole squad, and
they pulled it out.
The thing it showed me how. Okay, so you guys saw how
top heavy.
You guys saw how obviously biased Josh was, right?
About what?
Jason Tatum is better than LeBron James.
I mean, this year he was. Whatever.
It showed me how I don't want to say how biased I am with KD, but bro, I might be a KD
sexual.
I might be a Durantual. I might be a Kevin Durantual. Bro, he was shooting shit all night, bad. Every time he took a shot, in my head it was going in. Every single time. And it just wouldn't go in. Obviously it would go in sometimes. But, and he even has the confidence. He kept taking dumb. He made a few of them. He made a couple of them. But,
it's Kevin Durant.
Bro, he would pull up in someone's eye, literally with the defense like this. And in my head, I'm like, there's no way he misses that. Every single time. And I was like, when it goes in, you're like, it doesn't register.
It doesn't phase
but
you.
when you miss, you're like, why did he miss that 100% contest? Shit makes no sense. But he couldn't shoot perfectly that night. Literally, if he makes 2 more shots, if he shoots 6% better, they win that game. But it was a slow night for him.
Yeah, and then the next game, Game 4, was a very lopsided game. They only won by 11, the Bucks, but they were winning the whole entire game. This is the game where Kyrie went down with the knee sprain or ankle sprain, something like that. Not sure exactly what it was, but he did go down. Prayers up to Kyrie. You don't want to see star players getting injured like that. Especially in this playoffs where it seems like all the stars are getting injured, unfortunately.
Yeah, so what I want to say is
Kevin,
give the NBA players a full offseason this year.
Kevin.
Because these players got no.
announced it.
They announced that they were going to go back on schedule, which I don't know how much. I didn't do the math and see how much off time we had, but like, bro, this was the smallest offseason like out of any major sports ever, and it showed. Fucking every good player got hurt a little bit. I don't want to say every major player. There were some players that stayed healthy, but like, bro, there were way too many not too many all-star injuries, but too many like
injuries in general.
Injuries in general, but not to mention too many of them were like good ass players. That we can't have another season like that. It's terrible.
Oh, this was a dumbass game of Bruce Brown.
Why do I not remember that?
He took a contested layup, or not really contested. He took a layup at the end of the game with KD and Kyrie.
Oh, and yeah.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me, you're not that guy.
I remember someone's like, KD about to leave, because like Bruce Brown just did the same thing Draymond did that one game where he was calling for the ball and Draymond lost the ball. But yeah, so they actually Brooklyn lost 2 in a row, and then won
yesterday.
Yeah, last night.
KD went insane.
KD had one of his games because Harden came back.
Didn't do shit though. 1 for 10 shooting.
He had a grand total of 5 points, in 46 minutes. But KD had a 49, 17, and 10 game.
Didn't miss a single second of the game. He played every goddamn second. Oh, and
it's
not to
crazy.
Mention,
Jeff Green went crazy too.
It's going under the radar, but Jeff Green was like 8 for 9 from the 3-point line or something like that.
It's fucking. I'll look it up.
He was going crazy, or like 7 for 8, something crazy. Yeah, 7 for 8 from
7
the
for 8 from
line.
3, 11 for 8 for 11 for the game.
Yeah, and he was taking some big charges down the stretch. He's just a menace.
I saw a TikTok, and it was like, what was it? I'm not gonna be able to remember. Basically, it was like Giannis guarding Landry Shamet in the corner, like while fucking PJ Tucker's guarding KD, and it was just like him saying like some shit to Landry Shamet. I'm losing all the humor of the joke because I can't remember what it was, but I promise it was funny. I promise it was hilarious.
Wasn't funny.
But it is kind of disappointing to watch that Giannis can't step up to the
challenge.
Even though he's a 2-time defensive player of the year. It's just a little bit unfortunate.
Yeah. This series is going back to Milwaukee for one.
No. They're in Game 6 is going to be in
Milwaukee.
Oh, Nets are the 2 seed, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it is going back to Milwaukee.
Game 6 is going to be in Milwaukee. I think the Nets are going to close it out.
I don't see KD having another 49, 17, and 10 game.
I see another 40-piece.
I don't. I see 37.
Woo, man.
I see 37 and Harden gets like 14.
He'll get like 20.
Ooh, you think he's coming back already even though he just had 6 last game? I think his hamstring's a little...
I think 20 is a decent number. He'll have another few off days. So I think 20 is a decent number.
He played yesterday and he has to play tomorrow. Today's his off day.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Moving on to the next series. The Jazz went up quickly 2-0. And the Clippers fought right back. And now currently it is 3-2.
After literally like 30 seconds ago.
After tonight.
Did you see the stat?
No.
Or the coaching like 0-2 stats?
No.
I think it was either Jazz or Quinn Snyder's is 100% in a series when leading by 2. So, like, when he's up 2-0, he's never lost a series. But on the flip side, Tyronn Lue has the best percentage of all time of being down 2-0 and winning. And I think he has, like, a 60%, like,
yeah, well, didn't he coach LeBron?
Yeah, and he had a few of those.
Yeah, I mean, my coach percentage would be pretty high, too.
No, but it's not just coaching. It's coaching percentage from being down 0-2.
Yeah,
so
if I had LeBron
Clippers went down 0-2. They've never lost a series down 0-2, but they win 60% when they are down 0-2. Or the coaching wise, at least. Which is a pretty it's pretty funny. Not funny, but like
it's odd.
It's odd because you have 100% when down 0-2 and you have a 100% when you're up 0-2 and a 60% when you're... You guys get what I'm saying.
Down 0-2.
And the fact that the series went to 2-0 to like... And it actually... We were going to see like who's who. And it's starting to look like one guy's is going to not be 100% anymore and one guy's is going to go up like 5%.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, though, Kawhi went down with a knee sprain. They fear it's a torn ACL. They haven't officially came out and said yet.
Okay.
But that went down in Game 5.
I've been saying it was an ACL just because that's what I heard, but he did play the rest of the game. Like, he got up and kept playing. So that's making me think it's not an ACL. Because...
At the same time, Kawhi's a fucking monster.
Yeah, like that. He is, but can you... Do you keep playing on a torn ACL? That's fucking tough.
Kawhi's a weirdo,
That's
dude.
fucking tough.
Kawhi's a weirdo.
But...
If there's one player in the NBA, it would be Kawhi.
Nah.
He's a fucking robot.
I'd say it'd be like fucking Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, but you get the point. Kawhi's a weirdo.
He is a weirdo. But he also...
Did you see the... Okay, this is a random thing.
ACL, though.
Did you see the TikTok I sent you? Or I don't even know if I sent it to you, but he was running out to the court, like, for his warm-ups. And this guy was like, Kawhi, can I get a picture with you? And he's like, nah, I gotta go shoot around.
I did not see that video. I did not see... That's so Kawhi.
He's like, he's talking about it, like, nah, I gotta go shoot around.
That's fucking hilarious.
Anyways. But, yeah, so prayers up to Kawhi. PG did his thing tonight. He had 37.
16 and 5.
On pretty good at shooting. 12 of 22. That's pretty good.
It is pretty good. And I'd say that the Clippers' second best player this series, Regward Jackson.
Regward Jackson. It's like the best thing I've ever said.
Josh called him Regward Jackson. No way, that's... Bro, I thought he had a whole website for his stats.
I thought that's
Oh my god. Paul George is carrying this team.
Paul Clifton, Anthony George.
That boy, Paul, you know what his parents' names are?
What?
His dad's name is Paul and his mom's name is Paulette.
Nice.
So his name is... There's 3 Pauls in that family. Bojan Bogdanovic had the best statistical night for the
Jazz.
For the Jazz. This wasn't a good night for their team, I'd say, which is why I still have faith in them to win the next game, especially with PG having a career playoff game. I think the Jazz take the next game, and we'll recap for Game 7 if we get one. Because by all means, the Clippers could just Batum have a good night and Rondo have a good night. Terrence Mann might dunk on Rudy Gobert again. Who knows?
That was so ugly.
Do we have a next series?
Nope. Next series is Suns.
You want to say this one last?
Yes, because that's going to bridge us to what I'm going to talk about.
Okay.
Suns swept the Nuggets. Moving on. Jokic got thrown out of the last game. He right in front of Cameron Payne's face and like swiped his nose, and then D-Book stuck up for him. And did you see Jokic's brothers?
They were talking shit to it Ayton?
No, they had to get held back in the stands
Because they were talking shit to somebody.
No, when they got in that scuffle, him and Book.
Oh,
they were
talking shit at the end of the game. That's what I saw. I didn't see them talking shit during the game.
They were like getting held back in the stands while D-Book was in Jokic's face. But I mean, yeah, the Suns put him away.
Very, very swiftly.
CP3 hugged his family after the game and got COVID. He also has the vaccine, so what the fuck?
So, I wanted to talk about this because you were talking about LeBron. And Josh has turned me into a bronsexual. I'm not a big LeBron fan. I just feel the need to defend him
To protect my dad.
defend him because he's the number 1 player on my team. Like who's somebody in the NBA that you hate right now?
LeBron.
Okay, besides LeBron. Like you don't like Rudy Gobert that much, right?
I don't care for him. I mean,
okay, you don't like Ben Simmons.
No.
So, hypothetically, if Ben Simmons went to the Celtics, right, and fucking
I'm not defending him.
No.
No.
Who's someone you hate in the MLB?
Someone I hate in the MLB? Tatis.
Say Tatis signed with the fucking Dodgers.
Then I might defend him a little.
You're gonna have to, even though you don't like him, he's doing good things for your team. So when someone's saying like, "Well, he deserves to not play," like you're gonna be like, "Well, he deserves to play a little bit." So in this case, LeBron went to an NBA sanctioned party where everybody before they were allowed in the party were confirmed with a negative test or a COVID vaccine. Every single person who attended the party either showed a negative test or they showed a vaccine card. Now, that's why LeBron was allowed to play, because he was at a party that followed the health and safety protocols. CP3 went...
So they showed a negative test.
CP3 went
from
into...
2 days before. Nice.
CP3 went into a Denver crowd. Denver crowd where there were not 100% sure if everybody was negative and or a vaccine. You're allowed to buy a ticket. Like, I could just go buy a ticket to a Denver game. Mm-hmm. If I have COVID, I'm still going anyway. I wouldn't personally, but like if someone had COVID, they could go to the game. So he walked up into the stands and hugged his family. Even though Chris Paul has the vaccine, they're not 100% sure if there was nobody in the crowd with COVID. That's why Chris Paul is on health and safety protocols and LeBron wasn't. Now, I don't think LeBron should have went to that party. I think he was an idiot for that. At the same time, I don't think Chris Paul should have went into the stands to hug his family. I don't think either of them should have happened, but I understand. I'm just giving reason to why Chris Paul is getting suspended and why LeBron wasn't. But I do think both of them are dumb decisions.
LeBron does what he wants in this league. So, hypothetically, right, you show your vaccine card, but who are the people they were hanging out with earlier in that day who might not have the vaccine? Because CP3 had the vaccine.
But his family didn't. Or his family might not have. They probably all have the vaccine. Just because they're Chris Paul's family.
Just saying, you don't know who those people at the party were hanging out with.
Josh,
Drake?
I don't think either
Drake. You think Drake has his vaccine, surely, right?
Probably. He fucking sees 1,000 people a day.
Exactly. So who knows if those 1,000 people that day were like,
vaccinated. Yeah. No, Josh, I think they were both dumb decisions.
They were both dumb decisions, but LeBron does what he wants in this league,
But if everybody was COVID tested into the Denver game, then Chris Paul wouldn't have got suspended.
That's so stupid, by the way.
What?
The test to get into a game, because the results come in the day before. You can get COVID in a day.
You can.
It's just dumb, but anyways, Sun swept. CP3's out for 10 to 14 days probably.
Which it's slightly okay because they swept, so they have a little bit of time.
Yeah. I'll miss the first.
But yeah, he probably will miss a game or two against the winner of the Jazz Clippers.
Yeah.
But you said you had something about this Sixers Atlanta series.
Atlanta leads the series 3-2.
They do that. After tonight, they do that.
They split in Philadelphia. They split in Atlanta, and now the Hawks had a comeback win today.
I think it was a 26 comeback.
26-point comeback against Philly today, and they showed why Ben Simmons is not a good basketball player. He's not.
Don't say that.
They showed why he's a, what's the word? Liability.
Liability. Yeah, liability. That's a perfect word for him.
They showed why he is a liability.
You can't say he's a bad NBA player.
He is. He sucks.
Okay.
He's a liability. Joel Embiid.
He's the third best playmaker in the whole league.
Woo.
Chris Paul.
He's the last worst shooter in the league.
He is the worst shooter. I honestly would take a fucking...
Boob and marijuana.
I would take a Boban 3 or free throw over a Ben Simmons 3/free throw.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
But this game was really controlled by... Or the last game, actually, was controlled by Joel Embiid the whole entire game. Him and Seth Curry were the only two people to score in the second half.
Say that one more time?
Him and Seth Curry were the only people to score in the second half.
No way. No way that's a real stat.
It's a real stat today.
There's no way.
I swear.
No fucking way.
I swear. Look how top heavy they were today. It's Joel Embiid.
But the whole second half or the whole?
The whole second half. Joel Embiid had 37 points with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Didn't score the rest of the game. And that last 7 minutes, the only points scored were by Seth Curry.
So are you saying the fourth quarter or the third and fourth quarter?
The third and fourth quarter.
That's wild.
Or the only field goals made because Ben Simmons hit like free throws.
Okay. The only
field goals made. Still.
That's still crazy, yeah.
I want to slap that little net.
No, that shit's still crazy. 36 and 37, and then the next high score was like 8. Furkan Korkmaz and Ben Simmons. And then Matisse Thybulle. And then Shake Milton. And they're all like fucking no points. That's so wild. 39 points.
Kevin Huerter shot 0 for 9 today.
That hurts my soul. I like Kevin Huerter.
Expect the big game next game though.
Kevin Huerter's one of like the guys I like to watch because he's like one of those like
Duncan Robinson.
Yeah, he runs around a screen, he catches the ball, and he fucking
throws
that bitch.
So as we were talking about
shitty ass players. Tobias Harris put up 4 points tonight. 4 points on 2 for 11 shooting. Tobias Harris sucks cock. And he actually had a decent night the other night. But unfortunately, not tonight. You were gonna talk about. What were you gonna talk about?
I'm gonna talk about Ben Simmons.
Okay, we can talk about Ben Simmons.
I said on FaceTime.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I told him, I said, I'm gonna name tonight 30 players better than Ben Simmons.
So, because Josh goes, Ben Simmons is not a top 30 player in the NBA, and I was like, yeah, he is. But I don't think he is. But Josh is gonna put it to the test, see if he's a top 30 player in the NBA.
Okay. Should I?
You go off. You do whatever you want to do.
Okay, I was gonna go by team and name like.
You could do whatever you want to do.
Okay.
I'll write them down just to make sure that we don't forget any.
So in no particular order, this isn't a 1 through 30 ranking. This is just I'm going down the standings and I'm gonna name
30.
I'm gonna name 30 players better.
Okay. And I will do some pushback if I don't agree, but for the first 15, I'm sure we'll agree.
I mean, I'm just going down the list, so I don't know.
No, but if you say somebody like fucking Furkan Korkmaz, I'm gonna be like, all right, Josh, he's not better than him.
Yes. Okay, you ready? Joel Embiid, James Harden.
Okay, I'll write him down. Go for it.
KD.
I'll just go last name. Cardi. Keep saying them.
Kyrie.
I was gonna say Kyrie.
Giannis.
Okay.
Chris Middleton.
I would agree with that.
On the Knicks, would you say Julius Randle?
Yeah, this year at least.
Julius Randle. Trae Young.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Butler.
Mm-hmm.
Bam Adebayo.
That's a close one. I'm going to put an asterisk by the ones that we're not sure about.
Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Bradley Beal.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Josh, come on, say it.
You have Westbrook over...
Come on now. Westbrook's better than Ben Simmons.
I wasn't going to say it, but you can say that. I don't have a problem with that.
I want you to say Westbrook. I don't want you to ever say Ben Simmons is better than
Russell Westbrook. Sabonis is a stretch.
Yeah, I'll put
Sabonis is a stretch. Probably nobody on the Hornets.
No.
Zach LaVine. Raptors.
You could say Kyle, but that's an asterisk.
No, you can't.
Okay.
Not Siakam. Not Spin.
No, fuck. Nobody except Lowry on that whole team is even...
Yeah. Nobody on the
OG
Cavs.
Anunoby.
No, nobody on the Cavs.
Nobody on the Magic.
Nobody on the Magic. Nobody on the Pistons.
So we're through half the NBA, and we're halfway through the 30 list. So he might be around 30, but continue.
So on the Jazz, Donovan Mitchell.
I can't spell. Donovan Mitchell.
Rudy Gobert. You already had that down. I'm gonna go crazy here. Mike Conley. Mike Conley's very, very, very underrated.
I know. I called him a top 10.
Jazz? Like the whole team? The whole team is better than him?
I remember I called Conley a top 10 point guard at the start of the year.
Yeah.
He is very underrated. I'm putting an asterisk by that because we will get to that at the end of the episode.
So the Suns, D-Book, CP3.
Don't say Ayton. Not yet. Very soon.
Nuggets, Jokic.
Mm-hmm.
Do you put Jamal Murray on that list?
Put an asterisk. We'll go.
That's an asterisk?
Yeah.
To you? That's not an asterisk to me.
It is because...
Bubble fraud?
Slight. Is he a bubble?
I understand. No, I don't think he's a bubble fraud.
The thing is, Ben Simmons is damn near a bubble fraud too. He's fucking shit.
Damn,
he's not gonna make it.
So now the Clippers, PG, Kawhi. That's probably it for that team.
Has to be. There's
Mavericks, Luka. Trailblazers, Dame. Anybody else on the Blazers? Probably not.
Not CJ.
Lakers, LeBron. AD. Grizzlies. Stop it.
I'm kidding.
Grizzlies.
You want to say Ja?
I'm close to saying Ja.
It's very close. Not gonna lie.
He proved something to me. This last part of the season, I fuck with Ja.
I'm putting an asterisk, but it might be Ja.
Curry.
Curry for sure. And when Thompson comes back, but he's not back yet.
Yeah. Nobody on the Pelicans.
Nobody on the
This is what I was talking about. I think De'Aaron Fox might be better than fucking Ben Simmons.
He
might be.
Asterisk there.
Timberwolves. Cat.
Cat's far better than him.
Shea. I like Shea a lot.
Shea is better than him. Honestly, Shea's better than him.
And then the Rockets, nobody.
They have nobody even on that
So in my
roster.
opinion, and
He's 30.
he agreed with most.
So we would put him 35 then. But I'm going to go through real quick. Okay. I'm going to go through all the asterisks. And we're going to say if he's better than them or not. And I'm going to tell AJ only watch the end of this video just because I feel like he might agree with us.
He might. Did you see what he said in the chat?
To trade him?
No, he said he's like, yeah, it's not that hard to name 30 people better than him. I don't think he's gonna argue with us.
Okay, so we have these many that are debatable. So at best case scenario, if he's better than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, he would be 28.
Mm-hmm.
So best case, at his prime, he would be 28th in the league.
Yeah.
Which still is damn near 30. So for Josh to say that he's not top 30, at first I thought it was inaccurate. It's not inaccurate. Let's talk about these. Let's pull up some stats. Okay.
So
Adebayo is the first on the list.
I like Adebayo. I think Adebayo's better than him.
Because Adebayo does bring a lot of defense, a lot of athleticism. He can't shoot that much.
Better than Ben. He's been shooting this year. Middies.
Yeah, I was gonna say his midi game is very, very useful. But at the same time, do you value the midi of Adebayo or the playmaking of Ben Simmons?
I value both.
I think I value the playmaking of Ben Simmons. Bro, because Ben Simmons is a 3-point shot away from being a top 10 player.
Yeah. But did he
He refuses to shoot it.
So therefore, I have Adebayo over him.
That's a real close one.
I think
that's very
as
close
a
for me.
center, you can survive not being able to shoot.
As a point guard, you can't at all.
can't.
No, you're right.
So that's why I have Bam Adebayo.
You're right. No, I'll give
than Ben
you
Simmons.
that. You said the perfect words. That was so perfect. Sabonis.
Sabonis is close. I just said it because he's the best player on the
Pacers. No.
No, not
Sabonis
close.
is better than Brogdon.
No. I'm saying better than
Is
Ben.
Brogdon better than Ben? No.
No? Okay. I just thought
Just because I feel
best.
this year he had a great season, and I just feel like it's gonna be one of those
1 year wonder.
1 year season wonders.
Okay.
Domantas Sabonis, I'm gonna give it to you because he's a great playmaker as a center. He fills up the stat sheet as a center. He's like a mini Jokic, but with a little bit less shooting, but more defense than Jokic. Mm-hmm. And he's a little bit shorter. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say. Because Ben is good. Ben's defense is great. He's a fan. He's probably a top 5 playmaker in the league.
But I know, yeah. 100%.
But just as a point guard, if you can't knock down a fucking free throw, then
literally today, 3 minutes left. They're just going like this. Ben has the ball. They go,
yeah,
and they just harass him and beep foul. Okay, he hits 2 free throws. The crowd goes crazy. Then he goes to the line again, misses the next 2, and they're like, oh shit, and then they pull him out the game for the rest of the game.
yeah, because
Or until they only had a defensive possession only.
Let me look up Ben Simmons.
Just a liability on offense.
Ben Simmons. His seasonal stats were 14, 7, and 7.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even that outstanding. He's getting carried by his defense. Okay, next on the list. I'll give you Sabonis too, because fucking Mike Conley. That's a big one. Conley. Because Conley's stats aren't going to be what show off his worth. 16, 3, and 6. But he also plays good defense and is a great distributor of the ball. And he's a perfect point guard alongside Donovan.
And he's a part of that great team. The greatest team in the NBA right now.
Yeah.
Team-wise.
I hate when people say greatest. He's the best. They're the best team.
Best team right now.
Yeah. Because I think the greatest team in this league right now is probably the Nets. Even though they're not they are the best too. But, like, they are the greatest. That's the one that we're going to remember.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, honestly, looking at it a lot, bro, the Suns and the Jazz have a very similar team makeup.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, so they have the star guard that gets buckets. D-Book and Donovan Mitchell.
They have a
veteran point guard that plays good defense and is an amazing playmaker alongside that guard, who that guard never had before, but now that they have it is outstanding. Book never had a good point guard next to him. Now that he has Chris Paul, they're second seed. D-Mitch he had fucking Ricky Rubio, but
that's not elite. So did Booker.
He had Ricky Rubio as well.
They both didn't do shit.
They get Mike Conley, and now they're a 1 and a 2 seed. They both have very dependable centers. One of them's a little bit better offensively. One of them's a little bit better defensively.
And then their role players
step up a lot. That's a very similar makeup.
It is.
I don't know if he's better than Ben Simmons, Mike Conley.
It's close.
We
can give this one to Ben Simmons. It's cool. Still not top 30.
Yeah, still not top 30. Right now he'd be at 33. Right now he'd be at 34. Jamal Murray. I was thinking of
DeJounte Murray at first.
Hey, speaking of.
Well, he didn't do shit this year, really. Oh, well, that's DeJounte.
Where the fuck is Jamal?
Oh, he probably doesn't pop up. He didn't play enough games. He did play a lot of games, though, didn't he?
Is he not in the top? Did he not play enough games? Do I not know how to spell Jamal Murray? He's right here.
21, 4, and 5.
He played 48 games. Why did he not pop up at first?
I don't know.
Yeah, 21, 5, and 5 on a big piece on a good team. Unfortunately, he tore his ACL. No, Jamal Murray's better than him. I'm fucking taking Jamal Murray every single day. He's just not a playmaker as a guard, but at the same time, like, you have Jokic on your team. You don't need to be a playmaker.
Yeah.
But Ben Simmons has everything that Jamal Murray doesn't. He has height, length, plays defense, can distribute the ball very well. Jamal Murray, short, can't play that great of defense.
Shoots.
Doesn't distribute the ball very much, but he scores.
And he's not a bad defender either.
He's not a DPOY.
Yeah, he's not elite.
Yeah, I'm giving it to Jamal. These last two young upcoming players, Ja and De'Aaron Fox.
I like what Josh showed me.
Ja Morant, 24 and 7, and it was a great year for him, especially how young he is. I'm gonna give it to Ben Simmons this year, just because Ben Simmons played better defense, distributed the ball better, and only averaged like 5 less points. But fucking Jamal Murray's in his second year. What do you expect?
You mean Ja Morant?
Ja Morant's in his second year. But for how close it is, it shouldn't be that close due to age, but Ben Simmons, I'd say this year is better than Ja Morant. Yep. But that's nothing on Ja Morant. He's like 21.
Yeah, he could barely drink.
And De'Aaron Fox, the last one on the list. 25? He put up 25 this year? How did I not know he put up 25 this year?
I didn't know that either, but I do think that he's better
25, 3, and 7. But they're kind of empty stats. Who else is going to score the ball? Buddy Hield? Tyrese Halliburton? Hassan Whiteside? They're slightly empty stats.
I like De'Aaron Fox better.
But at the same time, De'Aaron Fox is putting up 7 assists with his second best player being Buddy Hield. Like, obviously Ben Simmons can get an assist. He has fucking Seth Curry, Embiid. He has shooters around him. Fucking De'Aaron Fox has Halliburton and Hield and... You couldn't even ask me to name more people on that roster. Holy shit.
Marvin Bagley.
Marvin Bagley's dog shit. Don't ever talk to me
Harrison
about him.
Barnes.
Hassan Whiteside's dog shit. Terrence Davis is bad. Harrison Barnes is bad. DeLon Wright is shit. Mo Harkless needs to lead the league. Rashawn Holmes.
Kyle Guy.
This team is so bad. Rashawn Holmes is okay. Damian Jones is not good. Metsu, he's young. He has potential.
This is your 2020 like 2 champs and shit.
I did say that I was gonna be champs. Robert Woodard, Lewis King, Justin James doesn't even have a picture.
I like De'Aaron Fox over Ben Simmons though.
I don't know if I do. There's no one
Damn,
else.
look, he popped off in the last game.
There's no one else to score the ball. I don't know if I have him better, bro. There's nobody else to score the ball. Bro. Who else is on this team is going to score?
I think even on a good team, he averages 18 or 19, though.
On a good team, he averages 20, I'd say.
Even better. I like De'Aaron Fox over Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons isn't the top 30 player in the league. With that,
So, wait, what is that? So, he's not better than...
I'd say 2 at best. Ja Morant and Sabonis, maybe Fox. So, at best, he's...
32?
So, he's 35. He's 32 at best. He's not top 30.
Glad we can agree.
We can't agree. We can now agree. You proved me wrong. Last topic of the day.
That's it.
Celtics want a black coach. I don't understand it. Josh doesn't understand it. Just get the best coach for the job. Their race doesn't affect their job. Who's your guys' GM now?
No, it's Brad Stevens.
Brad Stevens. Your job's next. They're gonna replace you with black dude. I really don't get it.
But anyway,
the stat.
I was gonna cap it off with
There's
that.
7 teams left in the NBA, or in the postseason. 4 of them have black coaches. I saw a post and it was supposed to be like that was like supposed to be like some like
Black excellence. Or
black
something?
excellence thing. So there's 7 teams left. 4 of them are black head coaches. That's as close to half as you can get with 7 teams. 3 or 4 coaches it's literally they're half a team off. Hold on.
But the thing is, Tyronn Lue is half and half.
Tyronn Lewis light skin, so he's fucking.
So 3.5 to 3.5. So we're equal rights. MLK, thank you. We finally made it.
Okay, yeah. So 3.5.
MLK, we made it. Rosa Parks, we made it.
That will wrap up the episode. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share, leave a comment.
Ben Simmons is so ass.
Ben Simmons is dog shit.